Hi guys, Nature Guy X46 coming at you with another video. Today we are going to be talking about leucistic animals and melanistic animals and what that means. So, the first animal that we're going to be looking at is the Kermode bears. These are the famous spirit bears. You may have heard of them. And Kermode bears come in basically two different colors, the black and the white. Now, it's important that you know that this is a subspecies of the black bear. And again, like I said, these bears come in both black and white. The white is a leucistic coloration. That means that they have white pigments or white fur along with the pink nose, but they have normal colored eyes. They are not albinos. Both parents, whether it be the leucistic or two black bears, that mate together, both bears must share that recessive trait. The bears live in a small area that is pretty much isolated. They live in coastal rainforest, and there's only a 1 in 10 chance of this being produced. So they're rare, but within a geographical area, which is pretty limited. So, a little bit about them. The tigers, these guys have a only 1 in every 10,000 tigers are going to be leucistic. Now, this is a problem because in the wild, a leucistic tiger would probably not make it to adulthood. In captivity, however, that's a different story, and we will talk about that in a later video, I promise. So, just know that with the tigers, it is also a recessive trait, and yeah, it would be rare for a white tiger to make it to adulthood. Now, the situation is a little bit reversed in jaguars and leopards. This happens to be a jaguar. I believe this is a leopard. We are going to talk about the jaguar mainly, although we are also going to talk about the leopard. So in jaguars, the melanistic trait is actually dominant, which is different than the other animals that we've looked at so far. All of the animals that we've looked at so far, the coloration, the pigmentation has been a recessive trait. But in jaguars, for whatever reason, it is dominant. And in leopards, it's actually the reverse. It's actually a recessive trait. Only 5% of animals are going to have this darker pigmentation in both species. So, interesting. Finally, we get to the leucistic alligator. And now, in this case, we have a white animal with blue eyes. And that is typical in leucistic alligators, actually. And they are also really rare. I don't have a stat for just how rare that is, but it's pretty rare. So, in review, leucistic animals typically are that way because of a recessive trait. Both parents have to carry that gene that causes it, and Same thing for melanistic animals. The parents have to both carry the gene for it to be passed on to their offspring. So with that, I will say goodbye. Please don't forget, if you like this video, to share it, give it a like, and why not subscribe, because you may not be and I could use the views. If you have hints or tips of something you would like to see in the future, put it in the comments. If you want to know, if you have questions on the props, put that into the description. I am not in any way being sponsored by the company that makes these. However, they're a whole lot easier to come across than the animals that we just looked at. So, with that, I will say goodbye.